Audible.
All right, you guys, welcome to episode 9. Woo. Can you guys believe we've done 9 episodes now?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I thought you did way more.
No,
Yeah,
definitely
like
not.
20
I feel like we've trashed like 2 at least because of my fuck ups at one point. Well, we are today in a new town for us. We're actually technically in Elkin, North Carolina.
Elkin, yeah.
But we went to the Apple Festival today in Wilkesboro, North Carolina.
I want to see some elk.
Right? I don't know if that's...
There's no way.
I don't know.
No, there's elk in the mountains.
There is. There's definitely elk in the mountains.
Somewhere.
I'm just not sure if it'll be here.
Probably not here.
But also, if you hear a familiar voice today in our podcast, we have not a special guest because he's not a guest. He's home here.
You've heard of him before. We've called him Jamie.
Jamie is on the podcast today. Actually, on the podcast for once.
Jamie.
Jamie's here, a.k.a. real name George.
Oh, no.
George the Gorge.
I've been exposed.
You're here. George, tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from York in England.
Yeah. So, you also...
Okay, so yeah, let's get that out of the way. His accent's gonna be weird.
Not weird.
Than that...
No, all of your accents weird.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
completely
saying.
normal. This is the best voice.
Anyway, other than that, he's a normal boy.
A normal boy.
22 years old.
Newly,
doing his thing.
Freshly 22.
Fresh.
Yeah, fresh.
Super fresh.
Yeah.
He's in the States. Man, like, I really want to talk about your journey to the States this time around. So, for most people that don't know, you usually only, from my understanding, get 90 days out of country.
Maybe we shouldn't discuss that.
Yeah, no, this is all good.
He's legally here.
I am legally
Yeah,
here.
you are legally here.
Yeah, I'm definitely legally here.
So, he just, what was the last time you were here? I mean, obviously it was only
I was only here
2 or 3 months ago?
2 months ago, basically.
2 months. So, he came here twice. So, what was the process of getting through TSA? Or, like, not even TSA, just getting through, like,
basically
what they asked you and shit?
So, like, the night before, I was just, like, pretty nervous about it, so I didn't sleep. But then got up at 8 o'clock. I cleaned up my room before I left a little bit, but it's still kind of shitty. So when I get back, it's not going to be that good. But said goodbye to my dad. I hugged him while his shirt was off because he just got out of the shower, and I was like, I need to go right now. And then
Was he wet?
He was a little wet. And actually, I need to call them. Anyway, I then got the train from York to London, then another train from London to Gatwick, then flew from Gatwick to Chicago, and then randomly bumped into like one of our friends in the airport, which is kind of crazy. And then from Chicago, another flight.
But did you get like that whole question thing? Was it in Chicago that you had to go through that, or was it at
Chicago? It's like it's like when you first go through the country, because it seems like when you do domestic flights here, they don't give a fuck. Like they didn't. When I left Raleigh, no one said anything.
Nothing.
You just get off the plane.
Yeah, you just
I
go.
love that.
It is so nice.
I seriously wish that it was just like that for every flight, like a bus, basically.
Coming into Spain one time.
Yeah, they
and I think it was a direct
question.
flight too. And I was just like, we just walked out, and it's like you walk to the like little train area, and you're just like, what? Okay, I'm here now.
Yeah, no one cares.
I thought about that before though as well. Like, imagine if you come from Spain to America and you don't speak English, like, and the border guy asks you questions, you could just be like, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't speak English.
Yeah, I don't speak English.
Like, what are they gonna do at that point?
I don't know.
They probably,
a lot of them
I bet
are
they learn
bilingual.
Spanish.
There are tons of them that are bilingual. Yeah. Normally, when you go into a country and it's like the people there, like the Spanish people, if you speak English, they still know enough English to get by. Like they're usually bilingual.
They know enough to get people in.
But they can't have someone on staff from like every country, right?
Yeah,
like,
no. Eventually, you're gonna run into something you don't understand. So, but what?
The guy was nice though. The guy was like really friendly, kind of.
Was it 3 guys or just 1 guy?
Yeah, 3 guys.
Oh, shit.
But the first guy was really friendly. The other 2 were pretty serious. But the first guy was just like, he was like, why are you here? I was like, see my girlfriend. He was like, oh, nice. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Like, oh, where are you going to go? Yeah.
American girl.
What were the second guys asking you?
They were just asking me weird things like, I don't know.
Was it the 2 of them together, or you had
lately?
I'm not gonna lie. I did lie to them. I said that I didn't bring any food in, but I did bring some chocolate and some coffee in.
Oh Ooh.
Bad boy.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
They're gonna hear this.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
and it says
That's so illegal that they'll actually kick me out for that.
Yeah.
You brought coffee in?
You gave them the address to the little house, so they might show up.
As a SWAT team.
Yeah.
One of our 7 viewers is going to be...
your coffee.
Which is funny because I sent you coffee from my house. So, I got the coffee from Garner, and I shipped it to George, and then George didn't have a grinder for the coffee. So he brought it with him back.
To grind it on?
Yeah, so we get to drink it together.
It was one of my birthday presents.
Oh, man.
So I shipped it to him right before he came here.
We were so surprised. But, I think the funniest thing is a backstory. It's there was two... You know how, every family comedy on TV has this episode where, there's two sides of the story. Mm-hmm. And so, it's, one person doing something and the other person, they're, crossing paths or whatever.
Different interpretations.
So, of the same day. Yeah. So, George's version was that. Our version was, panic. After 7 o'clock, we were panicking. We were okay, he hasn't texted us. He should be in Chicago by now.
He should have texted me by now.
So, I'm, calculating. I'm, I'm that meme with the numbers in front of their head.
You don't know my number by heart?
I knew he did.
I don't even call you.
I don't even call you. It's on Facebook Messenger.
We always Google it from Facebook.
I don't know your number at all. It's plus 37 something 77 07 01. No, 01 is us.
077117.
Okay, don't do the whole thing.
Call
me.
Oh my god, I can edit it out.
It wasn't the whole thing.
That would be amazing though if you just put your number out and random people from the internet start calling you
That's
up.
did y'all remember that Rhett and Link episode? And they put a number for the waitress, and it was 919, because I always thought it was so cool. You could call the number and it would be hi, this is Rachel, whatever.
Yeah. Leave a message.
Rachel.
Yeah, she had to end up I guess getting a new number or something.
I've heard about celebrities who get their numbers leaked online, and they can't even get in their phone to even go do anything.
Yikes.
Yeah, so it's just boom, 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 boom.
If you can get access to anyone's number, you can just get their number right now and call them up. Who would you get?
Who would I pick?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Who do you
but
want
would they speak to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the question.
So they will pick up the phone.
Okay. Donald Trump.
Yeah.
100% Donald Trump.
What do you say to him though?
Yeah.
It'd be really
I'm gonna say okay. I mean, obviously there's a lot more serious things, but the more comedic thing I would say, depending on which route I decided to go through, would just be is this for real? Are you for real? Is this an act? Is this gonna be a reality show by 2020? You know what I mean? It's Donald Trump, the epilogue, or something something weird. Is this something, dude?
I feel there's gonna be films made about this in the future.
100%, and they're gonna be
strange. They'll be
comedies.
The time in America when
it's gonna be a Borat thing.
I feel Borat
Sacha
was
Baron
trying
Cohen
to
is
show everyone that side of America that elected Trump. That's what the whole movie was about. It's he gets people to huge crowds of people that are watching rodeo shows to celebrate the Iraq War in this crazy way and shit like that. That's basically what Borat's about. Just getting those show there are some seriously fucked up people out there. Just
for sure. Tracy, who would you call?
Oh dear Lord. That's hard.
It is hard.
I would do Louis C.K. I would love to talk to him.
About his recent scandals or just general?
Just talk to him.
What would you say though?
I don't care. I would say anything. I would just be
have a combo.
how's it going? And just be I love you so much. I got a free chance to call somebody and I called you because I think you're the funniest ever.
I don't know. I mean, I would want to call Bill Burr too, but I think Bill Burr would just be shut up. I don't care. He just wouldn't be into it.
Yeah, it'd be how the fuck did you get my number?
Huh? I like to believe Bill Burr would answer my call.
I think I would call Snoop Dogg.
Yes, that's a good one. That's a great one, actually. George, you.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh shit, I didn't even think of my own answer. I'll say something super Dalai Lama, maybe?
Oh.
Okay, of course you would.
You know what? Because I really want to know, his life story seems so weird to me. You're a kid, you're a baby, and then some random guys come to your house, take you away from your parents, and say, you are the reincarnated spirit of the leader of Tibet. And then you become the leader of Tibet when you're 8, and then the Chinese government kicks you out of your homeland, like kills loads of people, and then you end up being like a refugee in India, but still like a global leader. So he's probably met like every fucking famous person that I can think of, pretty much.
That's insane.
And just like, I just want to just speak to him and be like, how did you cope with that? Like, when you were a kid, just being like, you are our leader.
Yeah.
He's like 8, 12, like, imagine being a 12-year-old kid and there's like a bunch of 50-years-olds being like,
we worship you.
what are we gonna do? Master! You know, all this stuff.
Master.
Yeah. Just like, I just learned to read, like, recently.
Recently.
Yeah.
Extremely recently.
Yeah.
Fucking
And I feel like he would probably have, like, if I think about, there's like those recurring questions that people think about, and it's just like, you want an answer to it. I feel like he would probably be one of the best people to, like, ask those questions to.
Oh my God. Before we talk about Emily's choice, I want to talk about what we're doing right now. So we decided to have basically like an old-fashioned cook-off, but we didn't say it was a cook-off, but in reality, we're all judging each other's dishes low-key. We are at an Airbnb. It's this cute-ass cabin. Like, it's fucking the most quaint little place with like a nice little swinging porch.
I think we should squat this chair. Let's just not leave.
Squat. Let's squat this.
What are they gonna do?
Oh man,
we're gonna claim this.
I'm telling you, we're gonna be so screwed that they have a mic in this Airbnb
tomorrow to change the locks.
So we decided to make dishes each. My dish was a spinach and artichoke dip that we have consumed. Georgia's dish is the jalapeno poppers, which are amazing. They are. Ooh, there's more.
There's way more.
Way more. Like yeah, we made a shit ton.
No, I'll make one.
And then
I was gonna make you one, but I didn't know that you wanted one. Do you want one separately for me? A bowl? Okay.
But not
Tracy made what do you call that? It was asparagus and feta and wrapped within bacon, which is just
goat cheese.
We're still waiting for it to be done, so we haven't tasted that yet to judge her.
I feel like we're living better than most people ever live.
Emily's, yeah, for sure. For sure.
The best life.
Emily made, what do you want to call this, Emily? I'm going to let you introduce your own dish.
I don't know, it's an apple croissant buttery thing.
It's basically like butter, like it's a apple. So we went to the Apple Festival today. So in good faith, she made this apple dish. It's apple wrapped in croissant with brown sugar with a side of ice cream.
And a stick of butter.
And a whole stick of heart attack.
And we also have a few beers open.
Oh, quite a few beers. We got an 18-pack and we're already down to like 6. So there's no hiding our fun that we're having here today. Man, that Apple Festival was so amazing today. What did you guys think about it?
Blew me away in terms of my expectations for it. I thought it'd be like 2 stalls or like,
it's
you know what I mean? I thought it'd be like
a
few stalls and they're all like Apple related.
We expected
this was like
it
an international
to be
festival.
like a straight road. That's it.
Yeah.
Just straight road of 10.
They
like
had
we can go up
2
and down.
camels. Like
A camel, some fucking goats, some sheep, fucking alpaca. No, a llama. It was a llama.
The Scottish cows.
Those Highland cows.
We petted all of them, sons of bitches.
They
looked so uncomfortable. That fucking turtle. Where'd that turtle come from? He was in hiding and then he just went running.
But like that was just one little section of it. Like the whole zoo just packed in.
Yeah. It was so packed. I felt so bad for them.
Yeah, that little kid as well. Remember, he was saying the same thing. He was like, "We need to free them." His dad was like, "No, we can't. Just like, I'm not gonna let you open the gate."
You talking about the tall black guy that we were talking to? Oh man, he was the sweetest. He was such a sweet man.
We were trying to determine if it was an alpaca or a llama.
Yeah, I had to Google it. That's how smart we are as a group.
I was off totally.
Yeah. They had like some fun little shops. We got, God, it was so expensive. That fucking, we got ribbon fries. Or is it ribbon fries? Is that what they're called?
Butterflies.
The butterfly fries. And we got 1 lemonade. And it was $19.
Ow! That $20 bill went away.
We
That's
originally were
festivals,
gonna
though.
get
That's
2
festivals.
lemonades.
Festivals do that, like...
Listen, we originally were gonna get 2 lemonades. When we ordered it, and she was like, "It's $26." I said, "What's 1 lemonade?" We shall all share. It's ridiculous. Like,
I went to a festival recently and they were selling burgers for £8, which I thought was ridiculous to me.
my God.
They were like the worst burgers too. It was like they didn't even have cheese.
Oh,
Yeah, it was just
how dare they call that a
bread
burger?
and
I mean, it is a burger technically.
yeah.
It's a hamburger.
They never
not a
claim it's a
cheeseburger.
hamburger.
I
Yeah.
thought it was the dumbest thing. You have a different name for the whole meal just because you put a slice of cheese on it.
But why is it hamburger when it's
other-
not ham?
I don't know that.
That's a great
What?
question.
It's not ham, it's beef. Why is it hamburger?
Hamburger. That is true. I didn't even think about that.
What is ham?
Ham's
Pork.
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 Yeah.
Always?
Oh,
Are you sure that's not a part of the pork? Of the
No.
part
No,
of
it's,
the meat?
it's like it's a type of pork.
It's
right?
definitely pork.
Do people
Okay.
ever say
Yeah,
turkey
definitely pork.
ham?
No.
Like there's turkey bacon, but is there turkey ham? What do you say?
No.
mm-mm.
What do you just say like?
It's ham. Ham is
And
pork.
even-
Is
Tur-
a hamburger
ham is a
called
cut.
a hamburger?
Yeah.
Why? She's literally asking Siri.
The Jamies of this world are going to be destroyed by automation because
George-
Siri is going to be way better than any Jamie imaginable. I'm just
You're honestly correct.
Yang Gang.
Sorry, Jamie.
Short answer is that it came from Hamburg, Germany.
Oh fuck yeah! Of
That is
course.
just plain weird when you think about it, because the Frankfurter, aka the hot dog, came from Frankfurt, Germany. Huh. Hamburger started with the Tatars.
I've actually been
I'm
to
sorry.
Hamburg. It's a really nice place.
You've been to Hamburg?
With my
Hamburger?
dad. Had curry
With your dad? How old were you?
I guess like 10, something like that, maybe. I stayed with a family there, a German family. We watched the World Cup.
Of course you did.
We didn't actually. It was in Germany, but we didn't actually see like a game. But we watched it like in crowds on TV, like on like
Oh,
big TVs.
like a sports bar.
I just played a lot of football. It was a good summer.
Sounds like it.
I know, you sound like a damn Lifetime movie. It was a good
Yeah, my dad was dating a German woman for like 5 years.
5 years. That's a long time to be dating a German woman.
That is
And,
a
yeah,
long time to be dating anybody.
he yeah, he like he wanted to learn German for some reason because that's the kind of person my dad is. Just like oh yeah, I'll learn German. When he was living in Sheffield and like found her to teach him German, and then they just ended up like being
It's
together.
not easy, man. Romance.
She had a really cool job. She had like it's actually really high paid as well. Speech linguist therapist or something.
Yes.
My goodness.
It's a
That's
really
an
Not very
interesting
high
job.
paid around here. I don't.
No.
Yeah, I don't believe
Not
so,
in the
honestly.
public education. I mean, maybe privately. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Man. Like,
It's like 70,000 a year or something.
you know, like I wonder if some podcast our listeners are gonna be like, I just heard mouth noises the whole time of us eating.
Maybe we should cut it out.
No, we're gonna cut out everything we said. We were talking, and then I
Maybe
cannot
we'll
cut out
say
mouth
anyway.
noises. The last podcast, if you watch it, there's a slide that says, "Please excuse the mouth noises," because the episode of Chris and Lee were eating like ice cream or something, and it was like. It was so fucking disgusting. I was like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself for how fucking loud that sounds.
Well, we can definitely cut some bits out if we need to, for the sake of sound.
I'm not. Well, yes, but at the same time, like, there's some folks out there that like ASMR. They watch mukbangs.
I don't think most
They know what
people
this-
like hearing people chew. Yes, there is a minority, but I don't think we need to.
Maybe we just need to go for that target audience.
Yeah, that's our target audience.
That's our target audience. If you don't like mouth noise, I'm just kidding. No, we need to be better at mouth noises. But most of the time, we do this when we are not. We're tired.
I think one day you're gonna have
Tired,
like
you know. We've been,
mics and everything set up.
Yeah,
we are
looked
talking
into
about
it.
mics, you guys. So it's
They're
really
just
sad because in
expensive.
reality, we're all such successful people, and yet we still are cheap as fuck.
I mean,
was so fucking cheap. Like, genuinely, tomorrow, if we wanted to, we could all buy the mics.
Of course.
We could spend the $500 it takes to make this podcast
yeah,
bearable.
for sure.
But it's like, it's working. Who gives a fuck right now? We only have, like, 7 viewers total. Like,
shout out to
you
our
gotta
7
start
viewers.
somewhere.
Shout out to the 7 fuckers out there that's been with us since day one.
Y'all the best.
Y'all's the best.
Shall we start a Facebook group?
I don't think
maybe
that's
like
a-
I
want to know
after like
everything
20.
about the listeners
after
of this
20
podcast. Like, how did you find this?
Yeah, if you are listening right now, please comment why you are listening.
why.
Reach out.
You know, I like so.
Yeah.
You guys don't see this.
We'll
but
probably
I
be your friends.
get
Like, you
to
could be part of the
see-
podcast, to be honest.
This is
Honestly,
the
at
stage
this
where-
point, yeah, this is the stage where you can get on the podcast easily. But I checked our analytics. Our analytics say that our viewers are all coming from
Bangladesh.
there's like
What
a bit who's coming from like this like searching our names, and then there's actually been like so there's like 53 people, if I'm not mistaken, that has like searched our name, and then viewers, and then there's about whatchamacallit, I think it was like 38 viewers who got like us as a related video to something else they were watching. So we were actually like
You don't say.
put into related videos, and it was like, what? You know, recommended is what they call it. And then that we had like a couple people come from, I don't know, I think we got to put it on Facebook, guys.
I know.
We're 9
Eventually.
episodes deep. If there's we're never gonna do it. We're never gonna do it. I know we're all nervous about it. That's the sick part about it. We're all such fucking introverts when it comes to like social media.
It's not that.
Well, it is that.
Yeah, it's totally that.
It's definitely.
But
that.
I feel like there's a good enough reason why people feel like that probably as well.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's definitely reasonable. I just feel like if I don't
Saving
do it,
face.
yeah, if I don't do it, I'm never gonna want to. You know, if we don't just throw ourselves
Yeah.
out there, we're
Yeah,
never gonna do it.
Yeah.
We're
I
always
agree.
gonna say the next.
Like,
Okay,
You-
what is my
you
grandma
have
gonna
to-
say
you-
though, y'all?
Oh yeah, when she.
What do I say to my grandma? That's my real.
Don't share it on yours.
Just hide it from her.
I won't tag you
Okay.
in it.
Hide the post.
Oh, that's true. She would literally never know. I feel like if you just did that.
No, you need to post it. And you need to put, like, you need to get,
You
no,
can
wait,
remove-
I'm not going
you
to
can
plot. You're
remove
going to remove the
certain
people who see it.
Yep.
But then one day they're going to find it anywhere. They're going to be like, you guys plotted on the podcast and how to fucking make me not see it.
Yep. This is
We didn't want
exactly.
you to
This
know
is
that
why.
we drank a beer.
Shut up. It's not my fault.
You're an adult, Emily. You are a great
She's a
adult.
cute
Like,
adult.
you're a better adult than all of us combined.
Shut up. That's not true.
You absolutely are. Your mom and dad raised you correct.
Mhm.
Correctly.
Super
The
correct.
masterclass.
The master, like, honestly.
The
Honestly, I'm gonna
I
give-
do love them to death, and I think that there is nothing they could have done any better. Like, I think that now as an adult. I'm like,
I'm glad.
they did probably more than 99% of parents do as far as, like, giving us all the opportunities in the world, really.
I agree.
Shout out to my parents if y'all ever listen to this, you know.
But after you get through your disappointment,
Right.
you will be
Right.
proud of her.
Right. That's the key.
They're already proud of you.
You gotta be.
They
I
are.
love it. We were getting our tattoos, our friendship. Have we discussed this?
We have not talked about our tattoos.
Oh, we got tattoos.
We got tattoos.
Because we are cool as a cucumber.
So we got a cucumber with the guns pointing out.
Like, pew,
Finger
pew.
guns.
Kind of like, hey.
Finger guns. It was so fucking
And a backwards
awesome.
And
cap.
sunglasses.
And a backwards cap and sunglasses. And they're
Definition of cool.
currently in a really weird healing phase where
Yeah.
they're like shiny but look glossy.
Mine's looking pretty good
and-
right now, actually. Look at it.
Mine's
No,
is
it's
not.
not because it's got
It's
loads
not.
of skin peeling off it.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you didn't see it 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely
was
better.
disgusting.
It's
I'm glad
definitely
I
better.
didn't.
When because you get in the shower and it gets like all soggy and
Yeah.
you don't want to touch it because you could just wipe it off if you wanted to.
Yeah, I agree.
Like if you just went like hard, you could scrape it all off.
Yeah, for sure.
So you gotta just be gentle.
Gentle.
But they're
padded.
healing nicely, man. So I got mine
it's
on
good
my
now.
lower forearm, and Emily got hers on her upper arm, and then Tracy got hers on her thigh, borderline ass cheek. It was a very, very cute position.
It's pointing to my boot cheeks.
Guys, I apologize. Usually the apples are more cooked. I assume it's because it's
This
on
is amazing.
400
You're
degrees.
ridiculous.
And
This
it's
is incredible.
crowded in there.
Well,
That shit's good, ain't
it was still good.
I like it like this. I don't even want it to be.
It was very
Yeah, I think
good.
it's perfect.
Delish.
Guys.
I just think we're being great friends. I love you to death. And it was
You're a great
perfect.
cook.
You are a great cook. Even like when she makes mistakes, it still ends up better. Like it's like another version of it. I'm like, fuck you.
You guys are so nice. All right, are we
guys.
playing?
Yep.
Oh,
Welcome to day
Hello.
2.
Back at it again.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Ooh, it feels
We are
so
recording
good.
at 10:29 a.m. We all have a beer in our hands because it is vacation time.
I have coffee. I just want to say.
And ice cream. Don't play.
And ice cream.
Don't
but
play.
Ice cream. We didn't have cream. Tracy thought of it. It was genius.
It's honestly genius.
Honestly,
Like
so
try.
good.
So
Thank you, guys.
go home, or if you when you are home, get a pot of coffee. Put a coffee and then what? Like
Great
2 spoonfuls.
value
Some
vanilla bean ice
cream.
cream. The cheapest stuff.
Yeah, not sponsored.
Just blob it
Yeah,
in like a donut.
Not sponsored.
We're being sponsored by
Yeah,
Walmart.
By Walmart. So we got a couple topics that we actually woke up to this morning. Emily, I don't know. Well, by the way, I want to talk about these bracelets real quick. I washed all those dishes and it's already dry. I submerged this thing in the water.
I
Like,
got a shower.
Me too.
are they yours dry yet?
Never has to
Completely.
come off.
This thing is
Like,
perfect,
just
dude.
shower.
It's
Oh
my
bonded
God.
to us
Shower.
now.
How long are we expected to keep these? That's the problem.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna get
Dingy at some point.
at one point.
Or like, what if it just
No,
doesn't
just-
work with an
I
outfit?
feel like they'll just wash, right?
I know that's why I got the multicolor one. I think this would work with everything. And I wear a lot of black and then red, so I have a little red in there. So
Did you get
George and I
Rasta?
got like these Rasta colored ones. I didn't even realize that we both got it. And then Tracy got a pink one, and Emily originally thought it was a hot pink. Got in the car and realized it was red. So my friend's a
I
little
was like
colorblind,
trying to be feminine, you know. I was like, this will like make it, you know.
That's feminine.
delicate, but that's cute. It's cute. Anyway, so Emily, do you want to talk about your topic, or do you want to talk about what do you want to do?
Yeah, we can start. So
Yeah.
we were sitting out on the front porch. Oh my God, the weather here is amazing. It's like, what's the word Aunt Cindy always says? Crispy.
It's crisp.
Crispy. It is a crisp air.
It's like you know exactly what somebody talks. Like there's
You just breathe better.
and
and it just feels so much more just.
and there's literally
Weird.
these just beautiful cows in the pasture right in front, and we're just sitting out on the porch like enjoying our coffee.
We're just painting a picture.
And
For
what
sure.
what were we discussing? Oh
With
yeah,
yours.
we said something about comedy, and I heard just a few comedians recently discuss, is it like cheating in stand-up comedy to have some sort of prop, like if you have a guitar or if you have like a slideshow, like we were talking about. Steve-O did that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He had a
the-
projector screen and he was playing
and
unseen footage.
I think it's like common for stand-ups who just do like just straight stand-up.
Yeah.
They do have sort of a grudge against people who have these props. Is that weird?
Yeah. Okay. So our opinion, in my like, if I go first,
Do whatever the hell you want
I
to
think
get your comedy
that
across,
it's
right?
like an art form, right?
Yeah.
It's all an art form,
Yeah.
acting and all that
Just an
shit. So it's
extra
like your form of
characteristic
art.
your comedy.
That's like judging somebody for like using oil versus acrylic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
it's
do
just,
we
like,
all agree
different
that's
mediums.
just an awful
That's
thing?
That's
bogus.
just-
It's
I
on
don't
the
know.
record.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they just think. I think most people that can use props can also create a good set without
A prop is not funny by itself, really, is it?
No, like,
if you just
well,
randomly were like,
you
look
know,
at this, like
well,
it's not gonna be
then
funny
we
just
can-
from that. Like you have to actually be funny, make it funny.
Then you
Good
think
point,
about
George.
That's a great point. But you gotta think about comedians like Carrot Top.
Yeah,
That's all they.
I've never seen Carrot Top though.
Neither.
I've
Stand
seen.
up.
Yeah, he does this like props. He does all props. Like it's like every
Yeah.
joke is like a punchline
I'm
to a
thinking
prop.
of Demetri Martin.
I don't believe Demetri Martin has a prop. Does he?
He always has a
Yeah, but he
guitar.
sings songs
and he
like
has,
that. Yeah,
And he has the sketchbook thing, the sheets, and he flips them and does drawings.
See, that's interesting.
I love it. I used to he was one of my very favorite comedians.
I think I remember during that time.
I think it's cool if they could draw and like sing. That makes it kind of more fun.
I know.
Yeah,
it is true. It's more like you don't
get talented. Who else? Bo Burnham. Remember?
Bo Burnham
did
is
the
good.
songs.
Oh my god. That just proves it
I
right there.
fell in love with him in the YouTube days.
I fell in love with him in Vine days.
Oh,
he
yeah,
had a
he's
good
funny.
Vine.
Yeah.
Good Vine fucking career, man. And then he went into YouTube and I was like, oh my god, this is even better. And then he did fucking his first stand-up. And I was like, holy shit, this man is a genius. Like, he's a fucking idiot, but a genius at the same time. He's fucking good.
I've only seen, I think, one special.
He has 2 now, I believe. But yeah, man, like that's I don't.
Okay, so
I definitely
we just all
don't
agree.
That. Yes,
that's terrible. Okay.
That's terrible.
I'm so glad
Very terrible.
you are validating my thoughts.
Watch somebody in the comments be like, "What the fuck? Like you guys are idiots." Like, no, it doesn't count as comedy.
We're completely forgetting something. I'm sure there's some logic. Like, what is what is the?
Well, it's like, do you find slapstick funny?
No.
Yeah, it's just the same thing. It's like, it's like people just go, that's kind of dumb.
You just
like,
don't think.
Some people don't like slapstick, but
I just don't understand it.
Yeah, it can be good, right? Like
you like it.
You like it. Yeah, you didn't want to say it.
He likes what's that British thing?
You would find something.
I can't stand
what
that one. This Brit and they dress up like.
Monty Python.
Monty Python. I hate that movie.
That movie. There's so many movies. Have you seen?
No, I haven't
You've
seen.
Never seen Monty Python?
No.
Oh shit.
Life
of Brian. Mm-mm. Life of Brian is amazing.
I don't believe so.
That.
Maybe if I see.
It's about it's kind of like about Jesus ish. They just have every scene is just amazing. Like
every scene's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're in agreement on that one.
Mm-hmm. Boom. Done. Yes. We decide. We are the moral authority here.
On all of, and for the entire world.
Yes.
Secret society here. So Glitch in the Matrix. None of you guys have heard it. You guys are all on Reddit. I'm so disappointed in you.
I don't get on Reddit that much anymore.
Okay. I've been on it, but I hadn't seen that.
So Glitch in the Matrix is this thread. It's a subreddit, obviously, but basically it's like a bunch of people sharing stories of their real experiences of Glitch in the Matrix.
Yes.
This guy came home and this guy was sitting in his living room, and then he watched his dad walk into the door and put his suitcase down, and then start walking through the hallway, and he wasn't visible anymore, and then he just sat there, it was normal, whatever. He greeted him, and then he watched his dad come in again, put his suitcase down, and then he kept walking, exact same thing in real life. So they were like, that's a Glitch in the Matrix moment. People comment on it, do you guys think this is bullshit?
Yes.
I think it's bullshit too.
I think he had deja vu. That's a very common thing. He probably sits in that chair a lot of times and has grieved his dad in that way. And he probably just had deja vu. Also, do you trust your mind that much?
No.
I would be okay, I've gone crazy. My initial thought would be there's something wrong up there. Yeah.
I would think about a tumor.
Not a glitch in the Matrix, a glitch in the brain.
For sure. Change the subreddit. Petition starts now.
Yeah.
We have 4 voters so far.
What if we just send out a mental health awareness to all the people who've posted in that subreddit?
Just spam bot all their shit.
Yeah.
With awareness.
Have y'all ever experienced the brain zaps?
What?
While on antidepressants?
What is that? What does it feel like? I don't think I felt it.
I think y'all probably have.
Okay.
I don't know, but okay, so it's kind of like when you're just kind of sitting there and you're doing your activity that you're doing during that day, and you just kind of it kind of feels like your brain kind of shakes for a second, and you kind of you just kind of zone out, and you're it's instantaneous. It's real quick, like a zap. literally like brains out.
I experienced
anxiety.
I've experienced something similar, but not exact. Like I've been like driving to work during my commute. I always take my pill either right before going to work, or in the car going to work. Mm-hmm. So like I've had that experience where like 20 minutes down the road, I feel like I activate, like I almost stand up straighter immediately, and I'm like, I feel like I'm hyper focused, but it's like a split second thing. Like it doesn't last very long.
See, no, this is like a negative symptom of like the medication.
I've heard of it. I've
never
read
experienced
articles.
that.
I didn't know there was a name for it. That's my thing. Like, because I've had them, but I didn't know. Not often, but I was like,
Have you looked this up and seen that it was actual thing?
Yeah.
It's like a symptom of
Well,
antidepressant?
no, I saw it in like a thread when I was trying a new medication, and it said a negative side effect of it can be brain zaps, and I was like,
side effect though. If you look at all the different pills out there, they've got every
So
single one.
I'll tell you my side effect. So for the medication I take for anxiety, I don't think I have a ton of side effects, but if I stop taking it, and if I stop taking it for one day, I feel just funny. Like I feel just like uncomfortable, like my whole, like my muscles and like my skin. If I do not take it for 2 days, it is like this tingly sensation all over my like skin. It is just the weirdest. Oh, it's
that's interesting.
Yeah, I hate that feeling.
I just think, I don't know, whenever I don't take mine, or if I skip a few days by accident, like seriously by accident, I have a horrible memory.
Good.
Like, I've been doing it recently too. I usually get on Tracy about not taking hers, and I'm sitting
finally
here being
weaned myself off.
Bless your heart.
But you wean yourself off?
I need to go back on them, yeah.
Why do you say, what happened when you weaned yourself off?
Oh no, I can just like feel.
I know that's the thing. That's my negative side effect. Is like whenever I get off of
like,
it.
At what point would that stop? You know, like if you don't take it for how long? Because it can't be like a year later after you've taken it.
Oh
right?
no, it's been a couple.
Yeah,
weeks.
it's
I got
short.
past
a long time.
all those symptoms Emily was just talking about. Like I've been past like, and I've tried to do it a couple times because there's been a couple times I've gone like maybe 3-4 days in a row, and I feel like I am dying. So then I'm like.
I've done that once before.
And then finally I got past it because, you know, when you go in those stages in life where, like, all the days start to, like, run together.
Yes.
So then you just forget. Like, it after a while, like, I've just felt so shitty the past couple days. So then it's like, oh, shit, it's been, like, 3 or 4 days. I've not taken my medicine. So then finally I just, like, pushed past it. And then...
Gotcha. You, like, jolted yourself.
I was like, let's try it. Let's try.
But I definitely can tell the
shot.
difference between you, like, on and off. Like, you don't have as much energy. You sleep a lot.
I sleep so much.
Can I tell you something really weird
so not
that
healthy
my friend told me?
Love you to death.
You know Ollie?
I love you. I know.
You know his dad works for, like, a
But
pharmacy?
I do that.
I've been skipping.
Guys, George is saying
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's just this thing my friend told me recently. It's like 1 hour of classical music is literally equivalent on scientific studies to regular antidepressants.
Really?
Wow.
But it's like that. It's like that with loads and loads and loads of things.
like
It's
exercise.
Yeah,
It's just like-
exercise does.
But it's like
Something
you do a
good
controlled
diet.
study, and it's just like it's more
Fuels,
beneficial or as beneficial,
Yeah.
like as just doing that. So it's like if you have the time to like just do those things to make yourself feel better, like it works the same as an antidepressant if
It's
you're
very
depressed.
true.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's like everything works differently for different people. So obviously, like loads
Yeah.
of people do need pills or want to take the pills.
It's just
But
easy.
there's
It's
like
the easier
there's
route.
other options. Well, it's like
Yeah.
it kind of is, but say like getting the electroshock therapy, like my mum got, that is like
He doesn't
kind-
realize how weird it sounds.
Yeah,
no, but
that's crazy.
it's actually not like
well, they do that.
it's really effective. It's like you do a few sessions and then you're fixed. As in, you don't have to do anything after that. It literally like they fucking change your brain and you just start. Your brain just stops being depressed. You just go back
probably
to
starts
how you're
producing
meant to
more,
be.
like,
serotonin,
serotonin
yeah.
and-
You just like how you should be.
What the fuck?
Has anybody ever offered that to you, Carla?
Oh my god, that sounds
You
so
have to
bizarre.
consent to
Are you
it.
serious?
Have
Yeah.
you been offered that?
I've never been offered
No,
that.
I've never.
Yeah,
no, I've not
they
gotten
would
to that
never.
point.
I can't
But-
imagine.
but
a
the thing
I
is-
couldn't
doctor.
imagine asking my doctor. I should be
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck are you talking about? This
To
is
me-
not insane."
But to me,
Psycho.
that actually sounds like one of the best ways to do it because it's
Yeah.
it's actually it cures it. You don't have the symptoms anymore.
I think they want to get you through steps first. Try going to see a counselor or a therapist, and then a psychiatrist, and then try cognitive behavioral therapy.
Change your behavior, exercise, or whatever.
And then finally, if nothing works, and you're continuing to I don't know, try to commit suicide, or you're constantly being checked into a inpatient mental health facility, then they're probably
have you tried
this? Want to try this?
Yeah. They're dude,
give it a shot. You don't have to if you don't want to. You gotta, you gotta consent to it.
Because when you're at that point where you're just so fucking depressed, you can only you just go higher and higher and higher and higher doses
it's
until
so
you're
crazy
just a zombie.
How it actually works. It literally is it's just electricity going into the part of your brain that's not being stimulated when you're depressed. So you can do a scan of the brain, and if someone's depressed, it's there's just a massive dark patch where there should be a light patch. Yeah. And it's just they just zap that part and it fires. It's so that's the thing. That's the thing why I think the whole mental health thing should just be that should be known to everyone. That it's you literally can see it on a scan, and just electricity can fix it. So it's like any other disease, really. It's it's not in your head.
Who discovered this?
It is in your head.
Well, it's in your head. Yeah, it is in your head, but it's not. It's not just your mind.
Yeah.
I don't know who discovered it, but it's been going on for ages. Mm-hmm. But I think the reason why we feel so bad about it is because, I think it's actually not that bad to do, probably, but because in the past, mental health people, not that long ago, would do lobotomies.
Yeah,
it's a really bad.
That's a bad connotation of
having
what it is now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, no, it's just
oh my god. I hate that. Ugh. I can't stand it in TV shows and stuff like Grey's Anatomy. They have to put the tube up people's nose or down their throat. I'm like,
that's when you know you can't be a medical health professional.
Do you remember that?
Or where they put a needle in the pupil of your eye. Stop it. You would have to. Even the people who get my grandma got the cataract surgery. I'm like, you would the amount of Xanax I would have to take to be able to get. You have to be awake for a cataract surgery. They numb up your eyeball and they cut a little layer of your. They cut it back.
Stop!
I'm telling you, she was awake. Old people do this all the time. It's a very common surgery. It's a pretty simple surgery, actually.
Tracy Bridgers is going to be blind. I will keep those cataracts in my eyeballs. And y'all will just have to guide me.
Thank you. I don't feel like people
I've seen enough in my day. Give me some mushrooms.
This.
I'll see enough.
It scares the crap out of me.
Even if I'm in darkness.
Give me some mushrooms. If I was blind, for sure. Well, my father-in-law is blind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he has he's cataracts, and it's a surgery.
Why does he not get the surgery?
He will not get it.
Damn.
He's like, I don't want to.
I don't want it.
It's a very simple procedure.
But he's like,
and he could regain his sight.
What's crazy is though he's just to that point of age where he just doesn't even care. He doesn't want to. He's it's a waste. Yeah.
It's not a waste
in his mind. And I think he just likes being taken care of. Honest to God, honest to goodness. He just likes because he knows if he has sight, then he'll have to depend on his own, and he's so old, he doesn't want to do that.
How old is he?
He's 75.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
Fuck yeah, it's like.
But he gets Social Security, right?
Yeah.
So even if he physically could take care of himself, financially, he would be fine, right?
Yeah.
He's worried about having someone.
I think so.
Having Donnie, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Well, Donna needs to reassure him, look, you can stay at my house as long as you want. Go get surgery.
For sure.
Oh,
Tracy is currently funneling asparagus down her throat. No.
Funneling.
Man, depression's the son of a bitch.
Ain't it though?
I think it's one of the most interesting things, though, because it's happening way more now. And I don't know, I just don't think people even thought about it in the same way in the past at all.
Yeah.
And
I think
something my mom said recently, which
I'm
kind
sure
of
people experience it.
Maybe it's just a phase that sometimes you kind of got to go through just to get through to the other side. Yeah. Because when you think about it, if you've been depressed for a really long time, there's one thing that you actually know, and that's like you have resilience to a huge degree because you've continued to fucking make it work through having depression, and it's like hard to do anything when you have depression. So it's like you're still here, you've made it this far.
You're a goddamn
You've made
warrior.
it for how many years have you made it like that? So like you're gonna be able to do that again and again, and like things will get better, right? That's you have to at least try and just, even if you can't think of it like that, you just have to, picture a better
It's
situation.
gonna get better.
I think that kind of goes back to Emily's topic about the power of attraction.
That's not my fault.
Yeah, no, you said
I didn't come up with that.
Well, no, you were
What?
talking about your mind and how you remember your mosquito bite at Aunt Cindy's house and how you.
Did we talk about that on the podcast?
We did. We talked about it on episode 8.
I told you about that, George, when I got the mosquito, the ant bites. And I was like,
oh yeah, and you just thought about it?
I'm going to be positive. Like, I believe that this is going to be fine. And I think that by believing that, then it actually is going to be fine. Like, I can mentally, and so I was like, sending good vibes, sending good energy to my foot.
But you imagine, like,
And
putting
it
that much energy into your depression, right? You know, like, if it was that simple.
You're just, like, doing loads of positive thinking
Yeah,
about
you're
yourself.
like, fuck it. Fuck you, brain.
Some days it helps.
Don't get
some
that
days
out.
it don't.
Yeah, that's true. And some days it don't. That's facts.
I don't think there's any one thing that's, like, the fix.
No, it's a
But there's,
combination.
like,
Loads of things.
One of
I feel
the
like
things is
having-
community.
Yes,
you
that's
have
the-
to
that's-
have
A good
it.
group of people. I think this is a good group of people.
This
You
is a
know,
great group of people.
here's the scary part.
We're just
some
good.
people. There are a lot of people who really, really do not have a community. Like, they go to work, they don't really have a lot of friends, they go home, they watch TV, they go to sleep, they don't do anything on the weekends. And that is like, I wish we made that, it more like, do not, we made more light of that. Like, you can't be happy if you don't have a community or a support system, and you've got to be helping other people too. That's what is what it's all about.
You can't take because if you're just like not in any way, shape, or form reciprocating the energy that you were given. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the thing. I've had a lot of friendships like that where it's just like they come to me when they're depressed and when they're like going through shit because I get, you know what I'm saying? I'm that positive like person in their life, but I'm like, I got shit too, you know? Like, I got a whole loads of shit on my back. Like, it would be nice to just at least be asked by you, how is it going? Or, like, you be my support system and reciprocate it. Like, even though you're not looking for a thank you or anything for doing it, it's just like, at least when I need you, be there for me. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, fuck you, you're not my friend and I'm out.
You
like,
can't
I've
fill
lost a lot of friendships that
everyone's
way.
cups because eventually yours is gonna empty.
I knew it. When she
yours
started
is
with the
not-
hand motion of like going around in a circle, you can't feel everybody's.
You can't fill everybody's cup and not have yours refilled because then yours is gonna be empty and then everybody else's
that's
cup's gonna be full and
great.
you're gonna be empty.
You gonna be empty.
You gonna be
And
empty.
then what you gonna do?
Wise words.
You gonna be parched.
Oh, shit.
It's true.
We need to
Thanks,
make
Sam.
just t-shirts.
You'll
different-
be
you
parched.
get-
Like, just like
I
cups,
feel like
6
there's
cups.
so many.
And then one cup like that, and that one's empty, and this one has like all water, and it'd be
All the
like,
cups have
don't fill up everybody's cup. You'll be parched at the bottom.
You'll be parched. But what you're talking about is super common in like social work, and honestly, you're like a social worker for your family and friends a lot of times. But that is like a super common thing where people who work in social work, you have all these people and you want to help them all, and you sometimes have the ability to help them all, or at least
in some way.
short term, you can give them $100. You can give them a ride to the airport. You can do this, you can do that. But a lot of times with social workers, they get taken advantage of, and they're just always handing out, and to the point where they are burnt out. And if you ever get to that burnt out spot, you start resenting the people who are wanting things from you. And like, especially with family, that can be the hardest thing, because it's like you give them money, but then you kind of have this weird power over them. Even if you don't feel that way or they don't feel that way, there is this like weird like I owe you,
like a shift thing
situation, and that can be stressful for a lot of people, especially people who are being
taking advantage
if it's a cycle for you, you know.
Well, I have 3 friends that are in social work, and every single one of them hate their fucking jobs. Like they.
What do they do? DSS?
Yes.
Everybody hates DSS.
I have one that works like
Department of
in
Social Service.
the Eastern North Carolina. I'm not gonna say a specific city, but or like the upper North Carolina, like it's different counties they all work in, and each one of them are just at that point where they all want to quit their jobs. They hate it, and they went to go get degrees for this shit. And they're just
they need to get into something
I have
else.
Like one of my team members is like, I'm about to quit. I want more hours so I can quit my social working job to work at a retail store. That's bizarre. You have a degree for that.
Yeah, but I think that must be a real hard one, right?
The only people that succeed in that line of work is probably people who have no souls, who don't give a shit.
So you know, I really want Holly to come on to the podcast.
For sure.
We've got to get her on because she used to work for CPS, and that would be really cool if she Child Protective Services. But you know, I think the retirement, you know, in most careers it's like 25 years, 30 years. In CPS it's 20 years because it's so mentally draining. Like seeing children being abused over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like that's not what people need to be seeing, and it really fucks with people's minds. Like,
can you imagine?
Thank God though there are people that choose
to
do that.
Yeah, I mean we have to have those. Because they're real heroes. Yeah. They are real heroes for a lot of children.
Have you imagined, like, those people, those online agents who go and do, like, honeypots for, like, child predators and shit?
Again? Oh, shit, yeah. No, like, To Catch a Predator type thing?
Yeah, but on the internet. It's very common on the internet now, especially in the deep web, whenever, like, deep web, like, before it gained its popularity in like the masses, the mainstream media brought it up. But anyway, like before it was well traveled, it basically like was a place for like child predators or people buying illegal shit. Silk Road was like the thing back then. You know what I'm saying? Before they got shut down years ago. But ever since it got mainstream, like cops got privy to it and they were just got on there and they would start doing honeypots where they would like build literally like child predator or like
you make a profile like, I'm a
form
6-year-old
and sell
girl.
kids and stuff like that, and so you have to create these, and then it's like or not even that, like something as simple as they would find the child predator websites that were or forums that were already out there, and then they would create an account and pretend to be child predators so that they could like get people to give more information and then get their locations and shit like that. So they would be like having to pretend they are like molesters and abusers, and they would like be sharing images, like those people be sharing images. And then you gotta
go home and have sex with your husband or wife.
So it's like those kind of jobs are gotta be jarring.
Sarah said she watched a movie the other night and there was this really bad scene in it, or this rape scene or whatever, and they got done with the movie. And Matt was like, yeah, I don't really want to have sex after that. She's like, yeah, this is good, but
it's draining. People have it way better than us. Like, way worse than us, should I say.
Are you kidding me? We have it better than 99.9% of people.
I feel like
and then it sucks because we don't have it that great. Like, mentally.
But I think, like, okay, you think about what would make your life better, right? Okay, if I had more money or more authority or position or something like that, right? But honest to God, I think about Joe Rogan.
God damn it. We almost got through one podcast without talking about
Joe Rogan. You would go out to dinner and like people would like interrupt you and people would like, that would be so, I would rather be in this position. I would rather be making the money I make and have this, like, I can live in a community where I see people, strangers, I meet people all the time. People don't know who I am. Like, I do not want to be, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be that
powerful. Would you like to be really rich, though?
I would not be good at being famous.
I would like to be.
It would be. I would be fine with being really wealthy.
Again, though, it's the same thing. It's like it's because
said everyone ever.
The thing is, it's
but there's a max, right? I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't even care. That's too much. Once you're a millionaire, people know you.
After 70,
no, 100%. You can live exactly like this as a millionaire.
In our community, You would be known if you were a millionaire. There's people win the lottery, and it's like my grandma says them by name. You know, they're like John Smith. He's the one that won that $46 million. He lives over in da 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 da. His children are blah blah. I'm like,
oh dear.
If you win $46 million, though, I wouldn't care if everyone knew. If you win $46 million, what do you care about at that point?
well, you don't have. Look,
You can't
no,
have anything to
you're
care about
right.
at
If
that
you
point.
get that much
You have
money,
no
you're not going to
worry.
complain.
You have no
No.
financial worry.
I was just saying.
You just may get annoyed if people's like continuously come up to you asking you for money.
I would, if I had $46 million, I'd give away like however
Oh,
much,
yeah,
40,
for whoever-
probably 40
yeah,
million. I'd
me.
probably give away. I'd stick with my 6 million, and I'd be still set. Like, 'cause you can still.
I'm dangerous. You better watch out.